right, good Tuesday morning, everybody. We are live here on KENS 5 for a weather update. We have a weather impact alert for this afternoon for a couple of thunder showers that will form with the heating of the day. Let me know if audio is working okay. It sounds good to me on my end. Otherwise, it's a mostly clear sky on this Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. There's Loop 410 and WW White, a mostly clear road out there. Commute I-10 West at 1604, looking pretty good. Mostly clear skies. We have maybe one or two clouds overhead. 281 at Broadway and near St. Mary, looking pretty good, and 281 at Danella Drive. Obviously, it's rush hour, so we're still seeing some backups on some of the roads, like 281 north and southbound between like Hollywood Park and 410, for example. But as of right now, I mean, no big issues out on the road. There's Highway 90, there's 37, there's 410 at Broadway. All decent conditions on this Tuesday morning. Now, it's going to be a hot day, but by about 2 and 3 o'clock, we'll begin to see some isolated downpours start to percolate with the heating of the day. And that will lead to some pockets of heavy rain. I would say like 60% of us are going to remain dry, but the other 40% in our area, from the Hill Country to San Antonio to like Seguin to Pleasanton, there will be some downpours floating around, and those could be heavy at times. And then with daily rain chances through tomorrow, through Thursday and Friday, by the end of the week, that could lead to some isolated areas seeing some flooding. By the way, this past weekend on Saturday, some heavy rain moved through Medina County, right over Medina Lake. It was a great spot for it to move over. Bandera County as well. So those grounds may still be a little saturated, so we may see an elevated threat for some localized flooding out west. But otherwise, our ground is still pretty dry. Our drought is ongoing. Extreme to exceptional continues across the area. Okay, so there's a live look around town. Skycam Medical Center looking great. It is a beautiful start to the morning. Before we get to the details on when our rain starts today and tomorrow, next couple of days, I do want to just get the tropics out of the way. There's Erin moving just east of like the Bahamas and north of Turks and Caicos. Still a pretty powerful hurricane. You can see winds are at 110. That is technically a Category 2. So it was a Cat 5. Back on Saturday morning, it jumped from a tropical storm to a Cat 5. It was one of the fastest intensifying hurricanes in the Atlantic. I believe it's the fourth earliest Cat 5 in Atlantic history. The earliest was Beryl. Matter of fact, that was last year on July 1st. It turned into a Cat 5. But Erin is ranked fourth in the earliest Cat 5 strength. All right, so let's take a look at that. Moving northwest at 7. Let's go back to that, and we'll zoom out and show you what we have. So there's the latest cone. Going to remain out at sea, but if you have any friends or family, if you have any vacation plans, trips planned for like the Carolinas, the Outer Banks, for example, their forecast wave heights, I would say by Thursday and Friday, will probably be around 20 feet. So, with that in combination with rip currents, elevated surf, that's the indirect impact we'll see from Hurricane Erin on the eastern seaboard, but no direct landfalls are expected. That's an update on Erin. And there's the latest and the most up-to-date, earliest hurricanes for Category 5s since 1851. So we were talking about how early it is in the season to see a Category 5. It's not a Cat 5 right now, it's a Category 2 right now. But earlier last weekend it was a 5, and it maxed out at 5 status on August 16th. Now, if you're wondering what's the earliest, Beryl was the earliest on July 1st, 2024. Emily is ranked second. That storm was back in 2005. That formed on July 16th. And Hurricane Allen was in 1980, which I believe reached Texas. Okay, here's the latest forecast cone. Again, not expected to hit land. There it is, going to move back out to sea. On the heels of Erin, probably by, I would say, this weekend into early next week, likely another tropical storm. That would be Fernand. If it formed in the coming days. It has a moderate chance of doing so, but that'll probably impact like Puerto Rico, the northern Lesser Antilles Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands. So we're going to watch that very closely, but pretty much taking a similar track to what Erin has been doing over the last 5 days. And then behind that one, off the coast of Africa, another tropical wave. It's August. This is what happens. You get hurricanes and storms spinning up in the Atlantic, nonstop, back to back. So we're going to keep a close eye on all those storms and see if they make it anywhere near the Gulf and the Caribbean. Outside right now, it's a clear sky. Out to our east towards Houston, in LaGrange, you can see a couple of showers out there. Some of that will work in our direction by 2 and 3 o'clock today. We'll show you future radar in a second. 81 out the door. A little cooler in Bernie and Bandera at 74. Stockdale at 77. A little warmer at Sinton, 79. 81 at Castroville, 81 at Devine, 82 at Del Rio, and 82 at Eagle Pass. Pretty mild to pretty seasonal, not too out of the ordinary this morning. So because of a little bit more cloud cover today and the chance for rain, high temperature of 97 to 98, so not as hot. I mean, yesterday we hit 101, today 97, 98. So, and then our best opportunity at seeing scattered rain form between 2 o'clock and 7 p.m. tonight. So that's with the heating of the day. So here's a look at future radar. So this is 2 o'clock today, so a couple of hit or miss downpours between Hallettsville, Seguin, San Marcos, Kerrville, Rock Springs. That is certainly possible. By 4 and 5 o'clock, there could be some embedded heavy downpours moving in our direction towards like eastern Bexar County, Floresville. These are not likely to produce hail or anything like that. It's summertime, so these are mainly like lightning, heavy rain producers. And then we'll maintain that coverage of rain through pretty much 7, scattered rain in the area, some localized heavy downpours. By sunset, we're quiet tomorrow morning. It's a clear sky. It's a very similar start to our Wednesday. And then tomorrow afternoon, very similar. Scattered rain forms with the heating of the day, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. We could see a couple of thunderstorms move into the area and more scattered rain. There's the setup, a huge dome of high pressure out to our west. And what that means is a lot of heat for, Arizona, as it typically happens this time of year. But on that eastern side, rain moves in our direction. So I would say several rounds of this will continue at least through Friday and maybe Saturday. Friday afternoon, we may see, a couple of downpours in the area. Thursday afternoon, right there, similar. And then Friday afternoon, probably some isolated activity. But the chance for rain is in the forecast through Saturday. Let's fast forward through Wednesday afternoon. This is what's possible. Again, this is a forecast model, so take it with a grain of salt. If you do get caught under a downpour, if you're lucky with some of these scattered downpours, it could easily produce anywhere from 1/4 to 1 inch of rainfall like that. So that's why we have a chance for some localized flooding. I would say mainly east or southeast today, with a better chance for San Antonio and the Hill Country by Thursday and Friday and maybe Saturday. So there's that marginal risk. It's a level 1 out of 4 for excessive rainfall. Weather impact alert for today, guys. We have a chance at more scattered showers. Sorry about that. 98 degrees, 99 Wednesday, 96 on Friday, 97 to 96 on Saturday. So the rain chance in the afternoons, we say scattered showers through about Saturday and Sunday. Some days better coverage than others. I think rain will be less in coverage tomorrow, better on Thursday, so kind of back and forth on our rain chances. But as we talk about it, so have an umbrella in the car just in case today and next several days, because while it's not all day rain and most of the day will be sunny and hot, high temperatures upper 90s, there will be scattered storms in the area in the late afternoons and early evenings, basically on the evening commute, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. If you're driving on the road, just prepare for the possibility and likelihood at seeing, darker clouds, some scattered rain, and possibly some heavy downpours and some isolated thunder shower activity. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Download the KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store. Any update on radar, severe weather, tropics, you name it, we'll have the latest on our KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store to download. Otherwise, have a great Tuesday, guys. Upper 90s with a pretty good chance for rain for today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday afternoons.